This is called The Missing Part of Maria. I'll butcher the last name, but it's there. Found this on Steam. It looked promising, so I figured we could just go ahead and jump in, see what happens. Sometimes I wonder what my life would be like if I never had met him. Would I still be alive? And would it be a bad thing if I wouldn't? February 13th. How are you feeling? I'm much better now, dear. Don't you worry. The nurse is really nice to me. Will you come and visit me soon? I promise I will, Mom, as soon as I can. Good. How is work? Okay. I mean, it's kind of chaotic at the moment, but it's doing well. So glad to hear that. Oh, it's medication time here. I have to go. Okay, Mom. I'll call you tomorrow. Bye. Love you. I was laid off 2 months ago, and I can't bring myself to tell my mother. I can't ask her for money, as she is barely able to support herself, with her illness. I'm afraid the worry would make her worse. My landlord told me to pack my stuff and move out by the end of the week, day after tomorrow. I haven't been able to bring my stuff to start packing now. I've been to about a dozen job interviews since I got the sack. What if I get a call? I know it's stupid, yet I keep hoping. I don't have anywhere to go either. Suppose I might be able to crash for a few nights at my elder sister Carolina's place in Columbus. Both Carolina and her husband Albert are just too successful to tolerate a miserable piece of like me for long, though. Then I could go to my mom's place in Martinsburg. It's been vacant since she was hospitalized. Problem is, I couldn't find a job in Charleston. What are the chances of me getting one in Martinsburg? How do I tell Mom? Why did it have to come to this? What am I supposed to do? We'll check the answering machine. Hey Maria, did you call? We took Duck to see a movie. If it was about money, I'm sorry, we really can't help right now. You really need to learn to manage by yourself. So hey, let me know if you hear back from Walmart or wherever. It's all in your hands. Bye. Wow, sisterly love and support at its most touching. I think I'm glad you weren't there when I called. What do I do now? Let's go to bed. That's what I really should do. If I don't want to go to bed soon, I'll start to get hungry. Okay, yeah. I'll start to go... Oh my god, start over. That's what I really should do. If I don't go to bed soon, I'll start to get hungry, which is a bad idea considering the near emptiness of the fridge. Problem is, I don't feel like sleeping yet. I should find a way to kill time before sleep. Watch TV. I turn on the TV, hoping for a distraction. It's the news, and the anchor's face is solemn and grim. She is reporting on a war happening somewhere in the world. Okay. There are air raids and explosions and shelling, and people are dying. Cities lie in ruins. Then a video shows a child crying in what seems to be a refugee camp. This is what real suffering looks like, I tell myself. Compared to what those people are living through. What's losing a lousy job and being evicted out of a cardboard box of an apartment? This little inner pep talk only makes me feel worse. Like there is no hope for the world. Like it's just a spectrum of how bad things are. And I should consider myself lucky to be on the not at immediate risk of being killed inside of it. What do I do now? Go outside. Yeah, I could do with a breath of fresh air. Figuratively, for the most part. But some literal fresh air wouldn't hurt either. I slide into my boots and put on my coat, walk out of the apartment, and take the elevator to the first floor. Outside is chilly and eerily quiet. The rumble of distant traffic from the interstate is the only reminder that there is still life in the city. One of the street lights is flickering, plunging the already poorly lit street into darkness before coming back 1 moment later. I'm not sure if I'm glad or uneasy that there are no people in sight. A bit of both, perhaps. I start walking. It doesn't matter where. I try not to think about anything. Just absorb the starless void of the night. Oh, wow, that's descriptive. Well, you're in a city, so yeah, I guess that makes sense. I hear a strange sound behind me, like huge wings flapping. Turn around to see nothing. But then, when I turn back again... So they never called you back. Where the heck did this guy come from? And is it even a guy? Not Cyberdynamics, not London Sports, not Mendes Delivery, not even Walmart. This city just doesn't need you. Who are you and what do you want? I am Oren, and I want to offer you a deal. No thanks. Please find somebody else. I can help you get a good job. Cyberdynamics. Do you want them to get back to you and offer you work? I can arrange that. Are you stalking me? What part of Memphis does that deal of yours work? Are you stalking me? Don't be paranoid. You need help, and I'm offering it to you. Is that supposed to be an answer? Listen, you have no job. You're nearly out of money, and you'll soon have nowhere to go. I am offering you a deal that can change all that. Okay, I know I'm going to regret asking. How does this deal of yours work? Good. Now you want to hear about it. The deal is that I grant your wishes. Figures, I'm talking to a freaking fairy. You got it. We sign a contract and I grant your wishes in return for my organs. Oh my god. Yeah, exactly. My what? Organs, body parts. Say I give you that job at Cyberdynamics. And you give me an ear. Or an eye. Oh. This guy is a maniac. Pepper spray him or run away. No, we won't pepper spray him. Get away from me, you sicko. I'm frantically fishing through my bag for a can of mace that I bought ages ago. But until now, never actually came close to using it. Is it there? Could I have lost it? Oh god, there's no time. He's gonna kill me right here in the middle of it. Thank goodness. There it is. Turn this thing here. What are you doing? I aim the can at his face and press the button. The guy realizes what's happening, turns away at the last moment, but some of the spray still catches him in the eye. Based on the grunt that follows, and how he grabs at his face. Turn around and start running as fast as I can. That dog's chasing me? I don't dare look back. Panting, I open the apartment complex door and rush to the elevator. Jab the button repeatedly, glancing back to see if he followed me. The elevator finally arrives. I jump in and press forward. Once on the 4th floor, I dart out of the elevator, across the hallway to my door. There's a note slipped under it. I grab it without thinking. I get inside the apartment and lock the door behind me. I am gasping. This music is intense. Should I call the police? Should I call Carolina? Could the creep have followed me? I don't think I heard his footsteps behind me. but I could barely hear anything besides my own gasping. Why is that? I'm so confused. I noticed the note I am still holding in my trembling hand. Contract. Oh boy. I hereby agree to have my wishes granted in exchange for one organ or body part per wish. For my first wish, I agree to part with my blank. Fill in the blank to initiate the contract. The rest of the page was filled with tiny print describing the terms of the deal. Oh my god. He knows where I live. Call the cops. I dialed 911. 911, what's your emergency? A man is... I realize I don't even know how to explain what just happened. It all sounds so bizarre. They may think I'm high. I wished I was. Hello? A man is following me. He knows where I live. He has threatened to remove my organs. What is the address of the emergency? It takes a moment before I can remember my own address and state it to the dispatcher. I expected the conversation to end there, but instead I keep getting more questions. My name, the phone number I'm calling from, if I can see or hear the man right now. Despite the panic, the tiny cynical voice in my head notes that this is almost like one of my job interviews, and going about as well. Okay, an officer has been dispatched to your address. Please wait for their arrival and do not open the door until you have confirmed their identity. Thanks. As I put down the receiver, I realized the dispatcher was saying something else just before I hung up. I slouched against the wall and waited, listening for any noises coming from the shared corridor. For a while, there was none, and I find myself hoping that no one comes. Eventually, I hear footsteps. Well, this could be one of two things. I feel in my bag for the mace. Police department. This isn't the sicko's voice. Sigh with relief as I open the door. Good evening, ma'am. I am Officer Darwish with the CPD. We have received a call for help. May we come in? I don't like your name. That's like a play on words. We? Me and my partner. Oh no. Oh no, he's with the police? We're just in cahoots with this officer. I'm screwed either way. My feet feel frozen to the floor for a moment. I just stare at the two men, unable to move or speak. Ma'am, may we come in? Get away from the door or I'll mace you. I don't need help, there was a mistake. This is the guy who threatened me. No, get away from the door or I'll mace you. Get away from the door or I'll mace you. My bag, and the mace inside, is actually out of reach, but my yell is loud enough to make the officer start back. I use the opportunity to slam the door in his face and immediately lock it. Ma'am, please open the door. We are with the police department. We are here to help you. Sure you are. Leave now. Both of you. Get out. I have a baseball bat and I swear I'll crack your skulls if you try to get in. I've never touched a baseball bat in my life, let alone own one. That was the first threat that came to mind, so I blurted out, "Girl, you've got a chair with some legs on it. You can break it off. You're pretty good." Ma'am, you are a threat to yourself. Please open the... He stops mid-sentence, and I can hear the other man, Oren, murmur something to him, but not loud enough to make out the word. Apologies for disturbing you, ma'am. We'll be leaving now, as this does not appear to be a matter for the police. He says the last part slowly and pointedly, emphasizing the thinly veiled threat. Then I hear 2 sets of footsteps retreating and the sound of elevator doors opening. When the elevator closes its doors and starts moving, I collapse into a heap on the floor. I feel my panic seep away, giving way to an oppressive headache. I'm too tired to even attempt to process what happened. Instead, I break down in tears. What have I done to deserve this? I've got no money and no job. My mother's in the hospital. My sister doesn't care about me. And now some sicko is stalking me. God, do you hear me? Why me? My whole body is shaking as I crawl into bed, sobbing so hard I can't breathe. This is so cruel. If this sicko wants to cut my ear off, let him get it. No, let him get on with it. I don't care anymore. I bury my head under the pillow to try to calm down, but the sobbing just won't go away. My throat is burning, my head is throbbing, and my body feels drained of strength. I get off the bed to get some Tylenol from the medicine cabinet. As I head for the bathroom, still sobbing, my foot touches something on the floor. The contract. An organ for a wish, you say? I lifted the contract from the floor, grabbed a pencil from my tiny writing desk, and write in. I agree to part with my ear, or I agree to part with my eye. Oh, God. My eye. Oddly, the moment I finish writing the word, my headache appears to abate. I leave the contract on the floor and go back to bed. Screw all this. I really need to sleep. July 67, that's not even a real date. The room is huge and empty. There is no furniture, no windows, and strangely, no door. All there is a vast space between 4 carmine walls. I hear what sounds like muffled voices coming from the outside. I call out, but I can barely hear my own voice. The room seems to absorb every sound. My steps are silent as I move from one wall to another, looking for a way out. Suddenly, I sense another presence in the room. Turn around and see a dark figure with glowing green eyes. Before I can react, the figure reaches for my head and yanks my eye. Ow! And yanks my eye out of my skull. The room swallows my scream. Oh, it's now back to the 14th. That was weird. When I wake up, it's bright outside. I'm in bed, still in my boots, and something hurts in my head. The phone is ringing. Did Carolina decide to show some sisterly generosity? I pick up the receiver. Hello? Hello, is this Maria? Yes? This is Mark from Cyberdynamics. You had an interview with us in January for a position in the sales department? We have received many applications and consider you to be the best suited candidate for the position. Are you still interested in the job? Yes, absolutely. When do I start? We'll be waiting for you at tomorrow at 9. Do you remember the address? I do. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow. Yeah, see you. Cannot believe this is happening. Cyberdynamics was probably the most competitive vacancy I've applied for, and I thought the interview didn't go that well. Who cares though? I actually managed to get a job there. Take that. I began to cry tears of joy. The receiver is still pressed against my ear. Then I realized tears are only coming out of one of my eyes. Suddenly, I remember last night. Rushed to the bathroom and look in the mirror. My right eye is missing. In its place, a fake eye is staring back at me lifelessly. I don't hear from Oren again and cannot seem to find the contract anywhere. When Carolina learns that I got a job, she transfers $1,000 into my account so I can pay my bills. Following month, and apparently to her surprise, I pay her back. Now that I have a proper job, my sister suddenly seems to like me. She invites me to her place in Columbus every now and then, and even Albert seems friendly. I take to wearing sunglasses even when I'm indoors. Still feel uncomfortable in public, but I learn to manage it. I even find a boyfriend. His name is Tim, and he's a manager at Mendez. I can't say I don't enjoy this new life, but I do feel incomplete without my eye. And I keep seeing dreams of the Carmine room. Oh, it shows here that her eye is gone now. September 28. Hi, Maria. Are you busy tomorrow evening? I need you here at 6. I'll be there. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, I'll be there. Excellent. Bye now. I put down the receiver, and out of the corner of my remaining eye, I see Tim glaring at me. Oh, what happened here? Let me guess, no movies tomorrow because you're letting Omar exploit you again? Tim, it's not like that. I just don't understand, Maria. Do you really love work so much? Do you actually care about anything else? Or is it Omar? You'd rather spend time with him than me? Tim, this is ridiculous. You know what's ridiculous, Maria? The way he uses you. You'd let that geezer call you up at 3 in the morning and have you deliver him a pizza. You'll just blindly do anything he asks. Blindly? Are you saying this because I'm missing an eye? Oh, for crying out loud. You're gonna play that card again? You know what, Maria? I'm sick of this. I'm not gonna spend my life trying to fix yours. I wish you'd realize that your problems have nothing to do with missing body parts. I feel a flash of anger rush through my body. I wish you knew what it's like to have a missing body part. Screw this. I'm not gonna listen to this. I watched Tim storm out of the apartment. I'm angry and desperate and confused. I don't call after him either. I don't call after him either to try to stop him or to tell him he's left behind his umbrella. I go to the kitchen and pour myself a whiskey. This should stop the shaking. Okay, I need something to do. Let's call your sister. I still find it hard to believe, but Carolina and I have grown much closer over the past months. Maybe it's because I'm finally a mature human being with a proper job. Maybe it's because I lost an eye. Or because our mother has been seriously ill. Most likely all these things put together. So when I need someone to talk to, I call my sister. Hello? Hey. Maria, what happened? Are you crying? No, just a little. Tim and I had a fight. Again. I'm getting sick of this guy. You've been together, what, like 2 months? Almost 4. You've been together 4 months, and you've had more fights than Mike Tyson. I complete the sentence, and Caroline chuckles. That's right, you need to dump him, Maria. I think he just dumped me. Oh. How did it happen? Tim got mad because Omar asked me to do a shift tomorrow and I agreed. He said some mean things that I took personally, then he just left. Jesus, Maria. I just wish you could understand what it feels like. Listen. It's really for the best that, Maria, can I call you later? Duck's calling from school. I'll call you back, okay? Yeah, sure. Thanks for listening. You're always welcome. Bye-bye. Decided to go for a walk to get my mind off what happened. It's a sunny day outside, but I take my umbrella just in case. In West Virginia, you never know when it will start raining. So I walk out of my apartment, turn to lock the door. I hear a strange sound coming from the elevator. I turn around. Long time no see, Maria. Oh, it's you again. I instantly know who this is. I thought you were a man. What are you doing here? Yeah, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? I am here to fulfill your wish. You already have, and I don't have any further wishes. Someone didn't read the terms of her deal, did she? It's a lifelong contract. Every time you make a wish, I will make it come true. But I didn't make any new wishes. Just a few minutes ago, didn't you say, I wish you knew what it was like to have a body part missing? She did. What? You can't possibly mean that. I will make your friend Timothy understand what it feels like to have a missing body part. And you will give me a body part for fulfilling your wish. It was a figure of speech. I didn't literally mean that. I didn't literally mean that. I wanted to experience what a missing body part feels like. It's just an expression. It doesn't count as a wish. It wasn't just a figure of speech, Maria. In that moment, you meant it. You may deceive yourself into thinking otherwise, but I know you did. If you hadn't, I wouldn't be here. He's got a point. Is Warren right? Or just messing with you? Did I mean it when I said it? I honestly can't tell you. No, girl, you meant it. It is therefore my contractual obligation to fulfill your wish at the price of the body. So what will you give me in return? An arm? A leg? Leave him out of it. Leave him alone. If you want to have my arm or leg, then take it. Just leave him out of it. I'm afraid I can't do that. Otherwise, I wouldn't be granting your wish and fulfilling my contractual obligation, would I? So, which one will it be? Take my arm. Take my arm, but can you please leave him alone? I beg you. Just take my arm. Don't hurt him. Too late, Maria. Be careful what you wish for. With this, Oren gets into the elevator and disappears. I collapse on my knees and press my head against the wall. I hear the door open behind me, and an old woman walks past, staring at me, as she does. I don't care. I downed 4 energy drinks that night to keep myself from sleep. I'm afraid of falling asleep and waking up without a limb, but even more, I don't want anything to happen to Tim. I considered calling him, but what can I say? Be careful, there is a magical creature who wants to take away one of your organs. And even if I do warn Tim, can that really stop Warren? By sunrise, I can't receive sleep anymore. I turn on my stereo and crank up the volume, but I still fall asleep in my chair minutes later. Oh, girl. Oh, it's back to July 67. I find myself in the Carmine room again. It seems to have gotten bigger. There's still no door to be found. I notice something on the opposite wall. A window! This could be my way out. Rush to the window. My steps are, as always, soundless. But when I get close to it, I realize that it's only a painting. In the painting, a group of children are playing on a seashore under a bright blue sky. Could there be something behind the painting? I remove the frame from the wall and discover a bearded square hole it concealed. Suddenly, a long, black arm projects from the hole. I scream and back away, but the arm is so long and so fast, it grabs my arm and starts pulling at it with an immense force, tearing off my body. Oh my god. I feel my tendons snap and my muscles tear with a horrible sound. My mouth fills with blood. Is blood wide the walls of this room? Just before I lose my senses, I notice a pair of evil green eyes staring at me from inside the hole. The next day, I wake up with a prosthetic where my arm used to be. It doesn't really hurt, but as soon as I see it, I throw up right in my bed. Oh my god. That same day, I learned that Tim got in a drunken fight in a bar and was stabbed in the eye. The surgeon had to remove his eye and replace it with a prosthetic. When I come to visit Tim in the hospital, he tells me to get out. He seems to blame me for what happened. Of course, he has no idea how right he is. I tell everyone I had developed an infection and had to have my arm amputated. Carolina doesn't seem to believe me. She probably suspects it had something to do with Tim. I guess she thinks he was violent or something, but she never really says anything. Omar transfers me to a less physically demanding job. The money is still good, though. In fact, technically speaking, he has given me a promotion. Out of pity, of course. I am disgusted with myself for accepting it, but I couldn't afford to refuse. Mom is ailing, and her prognosis isn't good. She has lost nearly all of her eyesight. I come to visit as much as I can, but I never tell her about my lost arm. I start avoiding people, limiting my social interactions to my family and my workplace. I feel exposed with my prosthetic, even though I learned to camouflage it well. I almost cherish my phantom pains, as they remind me of the time when I was more complete. Nightmares of the Carmine room become more frequent. There is never a way out. Hi, sweetie. Still getting used to the sweetie. Hey, Carolina. And hey, Albert. Maria, thanks for coming. Albert rushes into the hallway, helps me take off my coat. I am still adapting to my prosthetic arm. Putting on and taking off clothes is something of a pain. Today, it's a pain quite literally, as I've been having unusually bad phantom pains since this morning. I try to hide it, though. Thanks, Albert. No problem. Sorry, I better not leave the stove for long. Albert disappears into the kitchen. So, how's Mom doing? I went to Martinsburg to visit Mom yesterday. No improvement. The doctor told me, that we shouldn't be too hopeful. I see. I'll go see her next week. Where's Doug? Yeah, who's Doug? Oh, the birthday boy. Their kid. So, where's the birthday boy? He's in the living room playing on his Nintendo. Will you keep him company there for a few minutes while we finish up in the kitchen? His friends will be here soon. You'll save me from them then? I promise. It's Duck's 6th birthday today, and he's having a party. Caroline has invited me even though she knows I'm terrible with kids. I guess it's just because I haven't visited for a while. She asked me to stay the night, as I usually do when I come over. Walking into the living room, Duck notices me and pauses his game. Hey there, Duck. Happy birthday. Hi, Maria. Did you bring me a present? Sure did, but you'll have to wait for the party to start to find out what it is. Okay. Dad told me to think of a wish to make. Did you think of one? Yes, but I can't tell you. I had many wishes, but I choose the most important. What's your most important wish? Duck is blissfully unaware of how uncomfortable of a territory this is for me. I don't know, Duck. I have too many. But if you had only one you could ask for, what would it be? It's hard to say off the top of my head. I need to think about it. Come on, everybody has a wish. Tell me yours, please. It's my birthday. Duck's always like this. Whenever things don't go his way, he makes a scene. He may be right, though. I can't run away from my wishes forever, or can I? There's so many things I want to happen. But am I willing to pay the price? What's your number one wish? To have my missing parts back. For your grandma to get better. I'm just gonna say I don't have any. I don't want to risk anything happening to the kid. I don't have any wishes. Everybody has a wish. Well, not me. Liar. It's not very nice. And it's not nice to lie. Duck turns away from me and pointedly returns to his game. Good job, Maria. You just upset a kid on his birthday. I had no choice, though. After what happened to Tim, I promised myself to never make any wishes. Not say them out loud. And if I could help it, not even make wishes in my mind. Whatever happens, I will not let Oren have any more of my body parts. I don't know what Oren uses them for, but he'll have to find another supply. I'm sure he has plenty. And I will live my life as best I can with what is left of me. Soon, 2 of Duck's friends arrive. Their mothers join Albert and Carolina in the kitchen, and I decide to follow suit. When the party starts, I try to ignore Duck's bitter glances. Why am I in here? I am in the Carmine room. The voices coming from outside seem to have gotten louder. They sound anxious. I can almost make out the words, but not quite. I look around. To my disbelief, I notice a door in the far corner. The door is ajar, and I see a light coming from the outside. This is my chance to escape. I rush to the door. I stumble and fall on the floor. The floor beds are sticky and emit a foul smell. Is it something under the floor? I get up and make for the door. The voices are almost clear now. I can smell the fresh air coming from the outside. I feel the gentle fingers of the wind touching my hair. I run outside and find myself in a stunning garden. There are dozens of people here, speaking in a language I do not understand. As soon as they sense my presence, the conversation stops. The people start turning to face me. Their faces are blank, containing nothing but eyes, unblinking and menacingly. Oh, that's not scary at all. The people surround me. I consider retreating to the Carmine room, but it is too late. Several of them. Silence circles around me, tighter. I want to say something, but words are stuck in my throat. What are they going to do to me? Out of the corner of my eye, I notice a dark figure, emerald eyes, watching from a distance. My mother dies the following month. I feel guilty I didn't wish for Oren to heal her. After the funeral, Carolina gives me a hug, which I don't remember doing since I was a teen. We grow even closer, discovering a sisterly bond we never really shared before. I come to Columbus every other weekend. Duck doesn't like me much, but Carolina doesn't seem to notice. I immerse in my work in cybernetics, and Omar rewards my efforts with generous bonuses. I do not get another promotion, though. Next March, I learned that Tim died of renal failure. Apparently, he had taken to the bottle since losing his eye, and began neglecting his health. The autopsy shows he only had one kidney. That's terrible, man. I avoid interacting with people outside of work, with Carolina and her family the only exception. I don't want to be around people, as it makes me feel too exposed, incomplete, and vulnerable. I notice even my colleagues don't really like me. Nightmares of the Carmine room continue to haunt me and become almost nightly. I start taking Xanax and try to convince myself it makes me better, but it probably doesn't. Maybe it does help a little with the phantom pains. Sometimes I think I hear the sound of gigantic wings flapping nearby. But when I turn around, no one is there. I think Oren is trying to wear me down, force me into making another wish out of desperation. There are moments when I feel this close to doing so, but I am able to control myself. Come what may, I will put up a fight. That was kind of interesting. I liked that one. I really liked that one. I do recommend listening to this with headphones. You kind of get into the mindset of the character you're playing as. Oh, God! But I really liked this game. It was very, very interesting. Well, it was a visual novel, so it's very interesting. I liked it. If you liked it, let me know. I'm gonna hop off here, and I will see you guys later. Bye.